that doesn't have that much experience playing together. New logo, new fifth. So let's see if they can repeat on Overpass, or if the honeymoon period kind of slows down a little bit, where Big now have some data. They are going to be more prepared for ZTR. Maybe they're ready. We'll see. We shall see.
That we shall. USP taps coming out of Keto.
Okay, let's go map 3 maybe.
Map 3 maybe. Killer Keto. 2 USPS headshots down long. Another kill comes in from Tizian. Will the ninjas answer back? I don't want to watch another 16-2.
I do. I'm down.
16-2?
It'd be an interesting thing to talk about, honestly, but... Okay, but Plopsky, this is another storyline, right? It is. Oh, he was such a... Oh, my God, he's insane.
Yes,
he actually tweeted out, nobody likes a Vertigo, about 15 minutes ago, after he got 120 ADR and top fragged in the first half when his team only got 1 round. But it's good to see he's transcended the map.
Yeah. He's been waiting to get unleashed.
That couldn't have been more stacked against him. They were all hunting downstairs with 3 pushing and a player in bathrooms. He killed them all.
Welcome to map 2.
Cool.
Things are very interesting. That's what they needed. Absolutely proof that Plopsky's going to maybe transition from that first map here into the second. Let's see it. I am all aboard. But of course, they will have to get through the Scout and Deagles of Big, who have already completely foregone the bathrooms, leaving all of that to be taken by the ninjas. Little miss flash, whatever. Not going to cost them here as they take over the top of A. Will Searson pack a punch, though? Smoke goes down deep. He'll be boosted above it. Ooh-wee. And he gets caught by Hampus, who just crouches down fast enough. Tabson also then with the scope up. But the moment that first kill comes through, the ninjas flood the bomb site, and they're going to take away this second round. I would be so happy to see the ninjas play with a tempo and a pace and a level of aggression that we got from Big on their map pick. I said I didn't want to see a 16-2, but I'm all for it if it's the ninjas in the driver's seat.
I'm down either way. I'm open. You think if Searson had a better scout skin, would have got that shot? Or
you think for a guy who is like known for his scouting,
that's the troll, right?
He'd be beyond the blue spruce.
That's the thing. I think that's what makes it funny to him. It's like a liege with just his name tagging, all his default guns.
Yeah.
Stat track AK, stat track M4A4.
Yeah, and he never got old to a liege. It's not like he stopped after 3.
He laughs every day.
He did it
wakes up,
to everything.
Looks through his inventory and chuckles.
Oops.
Okay.
Xantera's not laughing.
Okay. I'll take that extra kill.
2-0 start. Ninjas keep themselves in a controlled environment in that last round, making sure that they just moved up as a team. Again, killing Searson first and foremost, and then flooding the A site to take away that second. Now there's even less for Big to work with, especially because Xantera's dies. But they do have smoke, so maybe they slow things down and get lucky. We'll see.
We are just pistols establishing for short. This helps Hampus out and pushing. Make sure he doesn't have to worry about reloading when watching his back at the store with Plopsky here. Locking it down, middle of the map. There is a mid on Overpass, but honestly, the real mid is stairs. It connects the rotations. It opens things up for the T's. And so far, ninjas have established well. They'll also get this kill with Plopsky on a force player with no armor or anything. But that's one threat removed. And we'll see when they commit.
Yo.
Okay. Kill goes back. Searson always does get some crazy USB kills versus armored players. It's happened more than a few times so far. One thing I wanted to ask about the logo. Maybe, you know, NiP social media or something could clear up. So I can't see the NiP in the logo. I think I see a P, and then the rest looks like scrambled eggs. There's definitely a couple letters, but I know one is missing. Well, I think I see the I and the P, but I can't find the N.
You know, I thought they had just given up on that. I didn't realize there's supposed to be an NiP in there.
But you see the P, right?
No.
Upside down. Turn the other way. In the top left corner there, P. And there's a bunch of things that could be the I, but I don't know
What's happening?
where the N would be.
They're
No,
dying.
this round is definitely over.
I know, but they're dying.
Okay.
There's costs. Costs to be had. I like the fact that on, say, HLTV, we've got like the all black logo with this new model of it.
Yeah.
When the RMR stickers came out, we had like the brown and black color scheme with the new logo. That was then changed to be this
Limey.
lettuce color.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
Okay.
Production. But yeah, you
Whoa,
see
where
the
are
P?
we?
Wow, that's a really cool shot.
Dude,
Are we on land? This feels like a land. That was a land thing that just happened.
that was pretty nifty. I thought they were just going to like highlight the NiP. I thought we were going full detective mode with that one. Clearly,
You can't find the N, though.
not yet.
I mean, you couldn't even find the P, so you're useless. But... All right, let's see what happens now. This round, full buy-up. Way NiP play T-side overpass. They spread the map. They chill. They wait to punish mistakes. But the mistakes sometimes come. The CTs are here to fight. Tiz Yin drops a spray. In fact, doesn't hit a single bullet. Memphis gets away clean and will continue forward to do more damage to the top of the stairs, denying so much map control and potential for a refrag. But look who's on the scent. Xantaris. He's pushed up on
Dead.
short, and he'll die to long as well.
Dude, they're just slicing through this B site like it's nobody's business.
Like a ninja star.
a shuriken?
Like their logo.
They fall away from it. This is going to be a 16-2, isn't it?
No.
Oh.
It's definitely not going to be a 16-2. If
Well,
it is going to be a 16-2, I'll give you my suit.
I want all
Not
of
this
you.
one. Don't look at my red suit. I'm not giving you a red suit.
Well, which one?
I'll pick.
I mean, half of the time you're wearing pimp's clothes anyways.
No, he was wearing mine, actually. He was wearing this one.
I'm going to keep you honest with that one. 3 guys survived for big. First gun round didn't go too well. The ninjas coming out hot. So clearly that, how do we eloquently put this?
Okay.
Smothering, smashing, stomping, whatever that was on Vertigo,
Yeah.
it didn't break the ninjas in pajamas. It was just Vertigo.
Yeah, it's just Vertigo.
As they, as Plopsy said, no one likes Vertigo anyways.
Yeah.
According to Plopsy.
I mean, they wanted to play it for a bit, yeah.
it's not my words, but his.
Apparently, it's not a democracy over there.
And suddenly we're back into the map, of course, that the ninjas have over top of Big this week, have over top of Astralis this week, and are currently leading in a strong 4-0 fashion. But because they didn't bottom out Big, they've got guns against them again. Here in round 5, Tabson's going to take to the top of Fountain. Hampus challenging inside short. Again, the opening kill comes in from NiP, but there is a trade. Xantaris straight away. Establishing the 4v4 and looking to lurk back into the bomb site. They're right there on him. But he concedes the short water as Big keep themselves split 2-2 per site.
It's quiet, it's patient. This is the part of the round you're looking for tactics. We've got the re-aggression here on short for the 2 CTs. You know, they could look for a boost. Oh, Rez could get punished off the top of the stairs, yeah, off that boost.
Ooh, but Plopsky.
Instant 3v3.
And Tizian, he's not going to find anything. So from the 4v3 to the 2v3, Tabson and Keto are going to have to get the job done. They could boost here next to Graffiti. Would give them vision onto Plopsky, perhaps. But first, they're going to take down the man in water. Smoke grenade goes to block off short. It's an even 2v2, health considered. And Plopsky, well, now he's down. So here we have it, Big working. Despite that and disadvantage, ZTR, let's see your clutch. He's going to get himself back behind the sandbag, sprays onto the bomb diffuser. Tabson's going to try his hand,
no
down to 2 seconds. Deagle's out, ZTR's got it, and the ninjas are on fire.
That's nice from ZTR. What a clutch played by him. Perfect lineup through the smoke. How many times do you see someone line that up, not hit the bullets? That is so nice. And they're doing a good job. These last 2 rounds, they kind of done the same thing, getting into the B side and winning that unanswered entry on whoever's trying to play around the pillar. No refrag there. And you know, refragging wasn't a problem for Big last map, so this is something they've got to be worried about. And this is NiP style so far. No surprises with the way that they're playing Overpass. This is what they like to do. I think when it looks bad, I've made the joke that it's like Fnatic without the pushing, which is, you know, what's the point at that point? And that's sometimes what it feels like with NiP's T side. But ZTR coming into their T side, he's usually the guy just holding B, like putting pressure there. Hampus will randomly push short B or randomly push something and be that forward aggressive kind of like IGL scout. But he's been very good at getting the entries here. He's actually been coming out of long B to try to fight. Now he has a clutch to his name as well.
And it's still early. 5 rounds deep, all of them belonging to NiP. As does Connector here in the 6th. Plopsky not going to shy away from that smoke grenade, throws himself through it, and finds nothing. Big have already evacuated middle, kind of falling back towards bathrooms. Looking to lean on Searson's op, but he misses his shot as he eats the flash and just shoots a bit of a Hail Mary. But we do have a little bit of an expedition here from Big. Gonna go clear out the opposing side of Monster, and that info could allow for them to justify the 3-man A stack.
Wow. They are all basically kissing each other on the other side of the smoke, whether they realize it or not. Now this map is very open for the CT side. The boost comes in.
Oh,
They get the guy behind Searson, which is an interesting problem to have. It's kind of like, who would you rather lose at this point? But Searson finds a kill.
Yep.
He is able to get away, and, you know, that gop smoke comes down on Divider. You can see over top of it. They flash, but it's empty, and they don't go forward with the attack just so far.
30 seconds. More utility coming over. Searson, he knows he's in a bit of a hot spot. He's going to have to deliver. Smoke now fades, and Plopsky gets the better of it. Tabson going to be peeled between 2 spots. And he gets rocked by Rez. Man advantage from the Ninjas. And Big, they're going to scramble back up into the bomb site, see if they can maybe stop it. Bomb plant here on truck. Plopsky's got his gun back out. Xanterez flank up from Connector, denied. And they've done it yet again.
No way. They actually had this one extra kill on the site. They never get that refrag when they need to enter the site. That one guy just always goes down right after us. 4v3.
It's been Tabson twice.
Yeah, Tabson twice. And it's been 4v3. Searson, like, just stood his ground in the perfect way. That was a super sick play by Plopsky to wait in the dissipating smoke to get the advantage, the small advantage on Searson. This is kind of just what they needed, basically. Searson was not prepared for it at all. And then here's that extra trade. And Rez is really low, right? So that's the player that they needed to take down. Yeah. So it's kind of the same problem, I guess, where they just need to frag a bit better in that spot.
6-0. Looking like a 7th. Just pistols here for Big. Man, these T-sides been hot tonight. This one's kind of quiet. We've got one player close to Long and Keto. Gonna look away from the flash, but can't deliver the kill. Now Big will have to contemplate rotating and stacking the A site, maybe pushing for that confirmation. Either way, they know there's a massive disadvantage, and Searson's going to try to stick the P250. The 2 guys coming down long. Oh, that's awkward timing. Hampus kind of like reloads while he's flashed. And another CT flashbang comes in. They're going to try to control long here. Ooh, they've got the bomb kind of wrapped as well, with Big throwing bodies up onto the A site. A deep corner position from Tabson doesn't deliver, but that's the kill they definitely need. Xanterez moves in, grabs an AK.
And the bomb's alone, and they put so much pressure that he knows he could just push up.
Oh, and he gets a really swift headshot, turns back for it. Xanterez with another, and it's all on Plopsky. Xanterez, 4 kills, and Big is on the board.
The Terminator. That was so insane how clinical he came through in the bathrooms. Actually understood exactly where they all were and how to fight them. Very awkward round with what happened at long at first here. So I guess we can relive this for a second. This is beautiful. I mean, he even runs away, makes them come forward, has them drop their guard, and then out-duels them. But yeah, Hampus, he was like peeking, and then I think he might have accidentally hit reload.
Yep.
I don't even know why he needed to reload at that point, but
Oy, early damage for Big.
it's one way to give up a first round.
tabseN kind of burning, but he still slips beyond Plopsky, who thought maybe he'd be a bit higher back.
He doesn't have support above, does he? Oh, searson's here, actually.
Off the flash, tabseN's going to try to dodge, but he gets caught throwing grenades. And searsonn doesn't see a target to take down, but check out the HP. Oh, and he's scoped in, so Hoppus comes out from connector. Easy pickup. Man advantage for the ninjas. Tizian's going to activate. If he doesn't clear close, he's done for. And a 4v2 for the ninjas.
That's ZTR, and this is where he can sometimes turn into the entry out towards Monster if they meet up with him. He has had so much success already. And the rotations, there's one player in B, and they know it's B. So this could be interesting depending on what Xantares can do. But the double peek is just perfect. They had no chance for him to actually get back into the round. Damage is pretty good, but 1v3 from Keto is pretty unlikely with this position known.
Yeah, and he's smoked off. Does have some utility to throw if he wants to take a chance, but then again, you've also got to realize Big kind of need this equipment for the next one. So he's going to walk away from this. Ninja's right back to winning ways. Let's unfold that one. tabseN very much on his own inside of connector.
He's looked
Gets
a little
caught
bit,
by knock.
He looked a little bit lost on this map. So like typically, you know, you take action in stairs, and searsonn is trying to help you rotate out. Then tabseN thinks he just has more time. He's also not aware of what searson's watching, so he kind of just hangs out. In fact, he invites the duel by throwing a nade into balloons, where he could have been able to run out, and searsonn would have caught the guy who tried to peek him afterwards. And that's not the first time that tabseN has looked a little bit uncomfortable on this map. I think you mentioned on the site holds.
Twice by Xbox. And those were all the very, very important refrag where, like, teammate made a play and he just needed the one more refrag and then they don't get it. And there's not even a chance for the retake because of it. See if the ninjas get right back on fire. Whether Big can force this back and forth to unfold. Of course, searsonn still swinging the op aggressively out towards Party, and we've seen great early utility damage actually for Big. But ninjas just weather the storm. Check this out. They've already walked out from Monster. Oh, and Xantares, he's going to turn his back. That is unfortunate timing. Keto's going to get killed. Xantares can't deliver. Plopsky's got himself a double. And while Tizian comes in with 2 killers.
What?
That is nice. To get that headshot on Hoppus and fall back into the water, that could save the round.
This is a weird spot. Bomb is dropped back. They can go and collect it. We've got 1 player on the A, that's searsonn, but 2 are out towards short. They can hold here. It's a great place to defend from, but they don't have info CT, and okay, Tizian dies in short as well. So the question is, do they know about tabseN? Yeah, they didn't. Rez is not really. He's watching for the top of stairs, which is some info for tabseN that they don't have anyone up there. So
When he hears
now we'll hear them running back as well. Yeah, this gets even more interesting. Will he go up? He's going to hear both pairs of footsteps as well. ZTR is watching this. See on that mini-map. He is making sure to think about
Catch
the
him
potential
long.
for a flank. And
Yep. Catch it. Oh, no.
the damage is there, though. searsonn, look, he's here waiting it long. This is a hard one to get out of. They need to kill tabseN.
Yep.
But tabseN doesn't realize that they will come back and try to fight him.
But he's ready for it when they do peek. Knock dropping bomb. ZTR is going to have to shoot him in the back of the head and then sprint for a bomb site. He does not have time to wait for tabseN to peek right now. There's no way ZTR can win this, and tabseN's right beneath him, so that's an easy pickup. But simply no time on the clock. tabseN, very cool play, gets into connector, catches Rez with his head turned, and then, of course, gets that information towards T-spawn, recognizes that he has a chance if he sprints to cut them off long, and even when that doesn't get the kill, either searsonn was going to cut them off, or what we saw happened. tabseN winning another duel, slowing things down enough for time to lend a helping hand and give Big their second. But Tizian, dude, that second frag onto Hampus, he can't believe it.
Yeah, what is he supposed to do? That was a really beautiful spray transfer. Very nuanced. Just kind of had to, like, let it go off to the right. Cool stuff. And that keeps him alive. Ninjas, though, they get the space on the monster walkouts very often, so it's very promising for them. Hampus will take some damage now, and Big will double down on trying to make sure that they can't get out early, but Right after, no, I mean, maybe they don't. They were out there by the half wall, but then immediately went off to short control again, and Ninjas just walk out again.
And this time, we don't have Keto back by Graffiti, so it is on Tizian to hold this off. And they're like, damn it. They've done it again, guys.
Kisses. How they figured out?
Gonna get a boost.
Get a boost?
No, there's nobody here.
Oh, okay.
They're actually wrapping around Monster, and look at this, Knock. He's gonna line him up, but taps it, and that's a big pickup. And despite the damage, it's 2 kills the way of Big. Hoppus will punish. ZTR kind of stuck between them. There's also a terrorist up on A site coming down. There are flanks upon flanks. ZTR surviving the damage. Rez could kill Keto. Ooh, he gets there and doesn't take damage, in fact. So this is still a very winnable situation, but they're going to have to claw themselves back into their own side of Monster.
It's another who would you rather be situation with a bomb back and spawn. I mean, Searson's got such a strong line here.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have to move. It's his teammates that have to do all the work. And they can't come up from short and surprise him either. Oh, he gets a flash! ZTR has him full blinded, now taps in on the cross, low HP. He gets the first, and ZTR is the one who's low, who dodged the bullets miraculously on the last round. There's no time to rocket back to A, and Tabson knows this.
Yep. Tabson's just going to sit inside of the sights. Whoever hits the first bullet, and Tabson on high alert. ZTR walks around unprepared with a smoke in his hand. And we've got Big Clan with a 3rd round win.
That's some beautiful stuff. It was a nice tactic to try to get back into the round, getting Searson blind with that flash from ZTR.
I didn't see that coming.
Such a strong position, too. Very, very nicely done from ZTR, and also surviving in heaven, but it's not quite enough, and another close situation just goes slightly the way of Big. I mean, that really looked like a deathmatch more than a CS round at a certain point, with the amount of flanks that were happening. It was kind of fun to watch that play out nonetheless. Still overall, like, half is still strong for NiP, and it's really funny how they're getting all these monster walkouts, but another 5v4 here for Big.
Starting to play around with a bit of an aggressive tempo. Two guys close long.
Yeah.
Rez could have his hands full, or I was gonna say, or they line up, but Searson smacking him with the MP9.
Oh, they're gonna let him leave too.
Yep. Double man advantage here for Big. Definitely looking like they can string some rounds together and make something of this CT half. But,
and man, they actually, so that round came so close, they're like forced onto these MP9s. So it was an opportunity here for Ninjas to screw their money over, but Searson, oh, he sneaks into a tricky position. Is it going to be, it'll be cleared, but it doesn't matter, man. Instant headshot or 2 as he takes that player out, and he's going to make it a multi. What a sequence here from Searson. Beautiful stuff.
Ace.
Little hot sauce on that ace. And
Nicely
never a
done.
reaction. No expressions from Searson. Cold as ice.
I am ace. Here's the first one off of Party, then comes back at it on long. Dude, just stuffing him with the MP9 up close and personal. Plopsky had the best chance, did substantial damage, and with 19 HP, he 180s for the kill to ZTR. And that first bullet headshot.
Pins him to the wall.
Ooh-wee.
Posterized.
Very nice ace. And like you said, in a round where they were forced onto the MP9s, economy's kind of, you know, that guillotine above their head. Still a huge chance for Ninjas to take a commandeering lead had they got that last one. Now it's looking like Big could still finish with an edge. Frag grenade thrown by Keto almost kills Knock in entirety. And Tabson, well, he's just going to knock him down as they try to get up through the short side of things. Pistols, of course, for the Ninjas. Not an ideal position for this round. They get chewed up, spat out, and slapped back as Big take their 5th.
Well, at least we've got something of a competitive match with both teams having some really great rounds to look back on. I like that the game plan towards, whoa, is this, wow, Plopsy's ADR following up with his 120. 163, really. And such a close scoreline. Pretty unbelievable stuff. He's having a hell of a day, even though he hasn't won the map. That last map didn't even come close, actually. Oh, man, don't waste this hyper carry from Plopsky. It's been outstanding.
Searson on the op, not sure where to look, but they just got out from playground.
If only he knew. But he'll wrap long. He's going to push up. He's got a teammate rotating in to support him. So he's getting up close, which it's a scary situation for him. He's going to see this, but he does have the angle. Smoke getting lined up, and the trait should come out. No one's peeking.
Oh my goodness,
Wow,
he had a
they
chance
really
of taking
gave him
that
a chance.
headshot. And now it's the man from the corner who could have delivered, but Plobsky gets the better of Tabson.
Can't believe how much respect they gave to Searson while his op was on cycle.
Yep. Tizian, he's going to get the kill to Hampus, who just dropped a man off bomb site. Still an edge here for the Ninjas. Xantares and Tizian. Xantares, well, he's still got a full belt of utility here to try and lock this down. There's plenty of time for the Ninjas to leave if they choose to. Tizian doubles back to bank. Now A's open.
Yeah, they just push him out, but he'll rotate it into Optimus. Double peek ensues. Plant will go down.
And
Unlikely
Xantares
1v3 for Xantares.
is going to have to save this one. So the Ninjas squeezing into the A site.
Yeah, that's another situation where, you know, I don't want to blame Tabson quite as much for this one because I would say the kill was 50-50 as opposed to like very favored towards him, where they definitely peeked him with like deliberately, but he just didn't win his duel. If he won it there, held on to long, then, you know, we could talk about a round win, but he's already had his fair share of cool plays this round and a couple of clutches, and he's also top fragging for the team, so he's just been in the middle of a lot of the action so far.
A lot of it going down on the A site. Couple of rounds inside of Connector on his own.
It's been a pretty entertaining half so far. And still a couple rounds to go. Don't know where it'll take us. But NiP, they went for the quintuple monster walkout strategy into more just standard lay of the land default up into the A site. A couple of rounds here. Let's see if they go back to what they were doing before. Hampus hasn't pushed short B in a minute, and they haven't tried to go for that like late to mid-round walkout out of Monster either. Big will call attack timeout as we come to the nearing of the half. And CT side is where we see kill records get set. Okay, the config is set as kill record. The kill record on this map with like a 27 kill CT side half back on Optic. And then quite recently, we had Yakinder.
Yeah.
With a 25 kill, I think, CT half.
That was a crazy
That was like
map.
the second. That was also Overpass. And it's just a map that has a lot of freedom on the CT side and a lot of onus to push and look for info, which makes it a great map to op on. So far, Searson just had pretty good impact. Nothing extraordinary. But, you know, when we talk about attack pause on the CT side, I start to think about where, you know, Searson's going to try to open things up or how he's going to play.
Right now he's going to sit passively in the bathrooms. And the Ninjas creeping in on long. Plobsky, the front runner on this long play, and also top of the scoreboard for NiP. 15-7 as he peeks Searson in bathrooms and goes down. Bomb carrier tries to give chase there. ZTR. Second place for Ninjas, by the way, has found an equalizing kill. But Tabson's not going to shy away from peeking around the smoke. He's got the support of Searson, who has eyes inside of bathrooms. ZTR had a chance at a second this round, but instead he gets dropped. And we've got a 4v2 man advantage for Big. Woo. Hot peek. But Knock can't quite hit it.
One tucked on the left as well. Tizian all the way around. The only opening here is stairs, but Ninjas don't know it.
Rez can kill Searson, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Oh! He dodges the hog shots, but they're wary of the possibility of that CT flank. Sure enough, they've got Tizian coming in from T-spawn. If Tabson dies alone here in bathroom, oh, this could be awful, but Nocky doesn't hard clear it. Nicely done by Tabson, slips in at the perfect moment and takes the player down, then follows up with damage, and of course, Big can close those. So 6 rounds to 8, and one more for the T side of the Ninjas.
Yeah, so many just mid-round situations. And it's, you know, Searson has set the pace for the round. You know, seeing so much info, how they're walking up to long and they don't want to telegraph it, that just says a lot, right? If you're trying to be that inconspicuous that you're willing to take a risk to go for information, then that means that, you know, there's probably more than one person there because you were hoping that no one would be watching. But since they don't get away with that, CTs are still all around. They do a good job of making sure that no more forward progress can be made. And this duel will happen versus the boost. But of course, Keto in the headshot position avoids that spray if Hampus stays alive, gets a kill. Doesn't even take a point of damage, actually.
Ooh, he almost looked up at where the shots were coming from, but Searson...
Oh, he doesn't scare easy.
Nah, he stays focused, gets the pick he wants, and sure enough, this round starts to crumble. NiP in the 1v5 to close out their T side. Now, this is a T side that started off, of course, with a 6-round spree. And the tail of the tape with Overpass was like how often they'd have to make comebacks happen in order to win this. Well, it was Big that got the machine started a little bit later, and it could still be, yeah, as close as can be. A 7-8 half favoring the Ninjas. 6 of those rounds at the very start. Who's going to kick off the second with a pistol? We'll find out after the break. The map that they've won over Astralis and Big in these last 2 days. So, will they close on the CT side, or is Searson's slick movement at the start of this pistol going to give Big the jump start they need?
He beat the timing. They're going to have no idea that he could walk upstairs this quickly. Watch as I sneeze.
And he walks back. Bless you, bless you. Bless you. Santeris, he's kind of locked in a playground duel. A battle of the bullies. Ooh, and Hoppus is going to get the better of him. Tabson comes off the bomb plant with a headshot onto Plopsky.
Wow.
P250 on the T side for pistol rounds. It is delicious. He's also got the Kevlar to work with, and Hoppus, he gets wrecked as he walks down from connector. Now this is a very strong post plant. They just need to focus forward. Tabson confirming he sees all 3, but he can't quite get those headshots. Searson's got the control of short side. There is a kit on CTR, but he's been taken down. A 1 versus 2 attempt from Knock with a fresh magazine. Crucial kill, but timing's the issue, and the smoke spam from Searson gives Big the second pistol.
A little bit of ZTR in that clutch. Through the smoke. Short side, nice try. Tabson! I feel like he's got to cool off a bit. So we're going to put all those peaks. He's like asking to die there, right?
But he's got the armor P250. He is the raid boss. Beats his chest.
Okay. That's fair enough.
Plus, I think once you get that headshot coming off of bomb plant, you feel the fire.
God mode. That's probably true. Well, they still win. They got it. They tie up. They force the force. Bad smoke in bathrooms. Knock open lines. Free shot for him.
Good damage.
Oh, they didn't throw that. They knew that was going to happen. Okay. Just a nice angle there from Knock. I like this. Sped it up to the point of bathrooms, slowed it down a little bit, got significant control, so now they can kind of be meticulous, and there was no forward aggression here from the CT side. Floating out in the open, though, here is Rez. It's an interesting place to be. There's not going to really be any flashes that come high and over the bathrooms, I think, just yet. So maybe Tizian is going to prime something. They've got a boost to work with, and this is where Rez can potentially come in.
3 guys damaged by the Scout of Knock. Now it's onto the pistols, and look, those are working out wonderfully as well. A peek off of Prime. Keto can't kill him. Xanteres is trying to dig them out of an awful spot. Tizian, he has full HP, but he's got 3 CTs ahead. And now he's down to half. 30 seconds into the 1v1. And ZTR with the Deagle closes for the Ninjas.
Another clutch for ZTR. You know, it's a 1v1 at that denies a 1v3, but still. He puts it together, Tizian. Nice attempt there, because a good read on how the rotation will come around the box on default. But all that damage from Knock just adds up to the point that, yeah, it's like critical mass. The pistols are so much stronger there with everyone tagged by a scout. Did he get a 2-for-1 on long, or just three separate scout shots?
3 separate shots.
Wow. Leave it to Knock. I mean, this was the map that when I watched a demo on him, this is one I was most impressed by, but he's had a really rough map so far. Only 3 and 13 at the moment. But again, CT side is really where the outstanding halves come for Operas on this map.
Oh.
Ooh. He's very much in this.
I didn't see it, but I could feel it.
Yeah.
Eagle damage. Rez dead. Ooh, this is recoverable. Tabson gets a headshot. Hoppus gets called into the gunfight. And he can walk away. Let's see it, Tabson. He finds a bit of damage. Maybe Tizian can slip into the A site. It is being held by Knock.
Yeah, this is all about Knock. They know Hampus is there. They're waiting to find out if there's someone else that they can see.
Ooh, dink.
Yeah, he doesn't get the damage off. And they kill Hampus. Now they're looking for the rotator, and Knock will get another.
Oh, Tizian!
Fire, that's beautiful. And the clutch, that's nasty. That's revenge.
As much HP as he had
composure.
enemies to take down, man. 3 health at the end of that clutch. This is all Tizian. Getting the frag versus res. Clean execution onto Hampus after he had gotten by Knock's scout. Sees the shadow. That duel right there. Very nicely done by Tizian. To take back momentum after losing to the force of NiP.
That's so well played. And it just looked equally as well played in that last round. Just didn't end up winning the round. But massive damage here to the economy on top of winning the round. And that puts Ninjas on a force, actually a force all the way down. The UMP full nades.
Okay, back and forth this show's gonna go. I'm all for it.
Yeah, shades of Astralis Big from earlier. The amount of ecos and stuff.
Tons of utility being thrown out here. Tizian again with that Galil looking to lead the charge this time, but he gets damage down to 12 HP. See if his teammates can bail him out of trouble. Hampus with his hands on a Mac 10. Wrecked by Searson. Bomb drop by Knock. Low health for him. And he's got... Oh, wait, Tizian! He just died in the Molotov down in water. Now we're in a 2v2. The Heaven players got damage. Oh, Keto. He saves the day. And Searson finds the last one.
Right. If they weren't aware of Heaven, then of course there's a chance that that falls apart.
We're
And
getting
Tizian,
wild.
I mean, he actually gets to 1G. Like for the one time that in Twitch chat they spam 1G.
Yeah. Don't worry, guys. I got it.
This is
Oh, wait. No, that's...
What?
Nope. Somebody call Valve.
Holy hell. Was that really from the...
Flag on the play.
How... Wait, what? It spread... Did it touch and spread that high, or was that literally just because the smoke was too hot?
That might be it. Hot air
But it
rises.
seems so high.
Nah, man, that's a bunch of baloney. Wow. That is an unfair kill.
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
What's happening? What bomb is there?
Pistol kills?
They're
The
all
bombs being
CPs
given
in here.
over?
They can't rotate. There's guys on top.
Okay.
Oh my god, it's barrage and nades.
I'm...
What are they gonna go, plants? You have to go get the bomb, guy.
Last 2 CTs down here, low HP. This is going to be recovered by Big. Man, we are getting weird. We are getting really weird. I still feel bad for Tizian. But I guess we'll let that one go.
Well, yeah, he got his glory and they won the round, so it's all good. But yeah, that's
man.
crazy.
Guys bouncing off the ceiling. There's knives out. This frag grenade, I think, really does it.
Man,
Oh, okay.
it was too brutal. Couldn't watch it again.
Okay. We're back into the normal realm. We've got a proper gun round on
honestly,
our hands.
look at it. They forced too much. It's taken out of this full buy. They don't have much utility to work with.
Oh, they got the opening kill. We'll see if that lack of utility comes back to bite them. Hampus going to challenge. He lines him up. And Tabson's going to get the kill right back. It's a bit of a health advantage here for the Ninjas. But again, we talk about that lack of grenades. What's the longevity of this round for them?
Well, 2 and B with a focus on Monster. So they're in a pretty good spot, the Ninjas, but it doesn't seem like Big have made a decision yet. They've got Tizian pushed all the way up to the end of A. And, you know, if he gets a kill and they get too much information, they could easily rock this back. But, of course, Knock could also get his frag. And we'll see what happens. Oh, such a tense moment on both sides.
CTR challenges. Ooh, that guy had 46 HP. Tabson could have been the casualty. Instead, it's Tizian to die upstairs. Plopsky, 1 versus 2 inside of the site. He almost has it. We've got ourselves a 1v1. And Knock's coming in pretty quick. Smoke goes down in sight. Knock silently sneaking forward here. Santera is thinking it's Heaven, but instead we've got Knock getting all the closer. He encroaches to the left, and Santera is going to get blindsided right about now. That's all she wrote. Ninjas double digits thanks to the 1v1.
So sure that he'd be up top, yeah. That's a precarious spot. But I would like to say, you know, you don't specific, like, if you think that you're going to eat out of your future buy when you force up, you should never, you know, invest that much. They not only did not have the op, but not a single person had full utility. I don't even think more than 1 or 2 grenades. So, you know, important not to lose, especially to things like economy, like totally preventable. Some of the other stuff like heroic plays in the middle of a round and stuff you can't really account for, but just doing the math when you can is important. So Big lose a potentially a very important round. 11 to 10. Such a close game here on Overpass. NiP just looking for map 3.
It's crazy, dude. Both of the Ninjas rounds so far, the 2 they've won on CT side, both by way of 1vx. They are hanging in, but
yeah, they're
by a thread.
Their money is low, but the same can be said here for Big.
Somebody's back's gonna break off of this one. Tizzy is smoked out of the equation. We've got Big grouping up on Monster.
Oof.
Got a player on barrels to deal with, and that's a swift execution. 2 kills for Xantares, looking for revenge after losing that clutch. Hop is able to hold the line for a single kill, but Keto's got that trade frag, and it's Big Clan with their teeth deep in this B site.
Oh, they got to think about whether or not they want to go for this. They don't have money. As you just pointed out, this is not a clear-cut situation here for NiP. And it's a 2-on-4 situation. This might already be over because of Xantares' entries. And Rez, we see him backpedaling and spawn, just trying to prey on the exits. And hey, the exits might mean a lot here for NiP. In this spot, getting economic damage, Big not being able to buy everything they need next round. Powers up not only the 2 rifles they have here, but the pistols as well. Oh, but Searson somehow, he opts his Rez in an angle that doesn't even exist.
Pulls it out of the sky. We've got Nox surviving, but a 12th round for Big.
Oof. Okay, that could have been important. I mean, I didn't expect Rez to die. That's not the last of the things. I thought either they don't run into him or he gets a kill, but I didn't expect him to die. So beautiful from Xantares. You see, he doesn't freak out at all. Like, doesn't pull his crosshair down too much at all. You know, doesn't instant crouch. He's just such a professional when it comes to that AK. That is a pretty tragic round here. Because now NiP, after this B hit was so successful, don't have money, saved 1 gun. And I think had between $50 and $100 on a couple of players, if that. So I think it's going to be, it couldn't be more clear actually to Big how much money they have. And they have to make a decision as to how much they spend here and if they're going to just straight up force into it. But if they do force, it's one of the situations that might be a little bit more difficult to judge just because of the loss bonus. But we've got Big winning, 3 of the 4 last rounds as well, so. Looks like they won't invest here at all. And maybe they will have enough here on this following round, 13 to stop 14.
It's not Nox to go massive. It's going to be Big with the 13th. And the T side with, a couple of missed rounds, but oof, really just missed chances. The 1vx is all that's kept the Ninjas in this. So far, so good in the 23rd. Couple of casualties as they tried to boost bodies over the wood. They see another man inside a connector. Oh, but Hompus gets him as he's jumping. The P250 goes back the other way.
You got to be clutching your purse here if you're Big, okay? You don't really need to hunt these players down. You've already won the rounds. Getting the damage in is cool, but you're really worried about your own economy as well.
It's not a purse, it's a satchel.
A satchel, sure. Clutching the satchel. Oh! That was a boogeyman peak. Okay, that's why the Xantares peak Steam group is so popular.
Is it?
Right there.
I thought you were just in the Honda peak.
I'm only in the
Steam
Honda
group.
peak, yeah.
Okay.
Personally, but
Well, Xantares.
Xantares peak, I mean, that's the Steam group to be in.
Oh, wait, is it the guy on site who gets spammed? No, okay. This camera angle made me feel like they were going to get all 3 for some reason. God damn. Just a little reminder. Let them know who's boss. Xantares, are you seeing this? And the round comes live with, of course, a full buy. The best utility we've seen from the Ninjas on their defensive half. Let's see what it's got in store for us. They go 4 guys to the B site early. 2 to pry on Monster, and a couple more inside of the site.
Oof. Significant control. The double Monster setup is interesting, but oh, it opens up Hampus. He's so unaware of the fact that this could come in, and oh my god, what is happening? Knock with the 2K, spray down 1 in back pit. Bomb will have to retreat slightly, and Rez has the opportunity to swing this back in the CT favor, and it is 3 peaks that it takes, but ultimately he gets away, and now he's moved forward. They're gonna think he left, but they still find the trade 2-on-2, and I think I'd rather be the T's. They're now encroaching on the A site, and rotators are very uncomfortable.
Tizian's just gonna lock down that dumpster peak. Bomb carrier onto the plant. Gonna hit it for bathrooms. No utility for the T's. And just the flashes after that frag. Good softening damage. Excellent flash. Tabson white for a moment. And now he spots that player coming out from bank, so they understand there's no flank here. Focus forward. He sees the weapon coming outward. CTs, they've got that health advantage, and they've got themselves the round. A 4-man B setup was absolutely critical because not only does Searson pick one from heaven, and then Xantares counters out that monster peak on the right side, but because of Knock coming up from water, that is why the Ninjas survived this one. And then Rez. Rez winning that duel on party, staying alive just enough, primes them for the 2v2.
Every little bit here, yeah. Without Knock, I mean, this round is done. Like, it is a complete rip. So at least for them, I mean, I guess because, you know, 4 out of 5 rounds won, they only had to save 1 round off of that. Thought it was going to be a double save situation, so it wasn't the worst situation in the world for NiP, and they're still within 2. They keep it close. Big Clan are still pretty good economically. NiP quite low here. And Searson will punish. Been good here on T side. As ZTR out of the rounds. A tactic stopped in its tracks for NiP, and the defense is weakened in a spot where it feels like this game is so close. Every little bit matters. This has been a really, really great game to watch so far. Maybe one of my favorite map so far in the group. This nade will... Oh, the double... Oh my god, this could be so potent.
Blow him to smithereens.
See how deep it goes.
Ooh, it's Hampus who gets wrecked by it, and Knock hits the op shot. 4v4. 3 bodies on this B site for the Ninjas. They've got the defense to hold this off, but oh no, Klopski, he eats a flashbang, and Xantares blind gets Hampus. That has to hurt. Let's see it, Knock. He was crucial in the last round, and he plucks another player from the sky, jumps to the top of the box, gets pressured from short, and that is where he falls. Tizian shuts him down.
This high-octane moment. Xantares is a super soldier, man. These 2K entries out of Monster, and Rez will try to work his way back in. He even baits the shot out from Tizian. It's a 2-on-1 situation, but ultimately Searson closes. This is Xantares all day and night. Look at these 2 kills after Searson, this opening tactic. They go for the monster push. As you talked about with last round, they overstaffed on the B site, and he adjusts to kill the second guy off of game sense alone. No other tells, and really trusts his spray there. You know, it's that old, I guess, like almost a sports adage of, you know, Jordan practicing the free throw with his eyes closed to the point that he always hits it. Just really trusts his spray control, doesn't crouch, doesn't panic. Okay. It's right on the money. It's as if that flash, all that did was allow him to react faster. And that brings Big to 14.
Yeah, and it smashes the cache of Ninjas. Knock gets wrecked by a frag grenade to kick off the round, but there's Rez. He finds himself 2 kills, and when they're only working with 2 weapons, that is a big pickup. Bomb dropped at his feet as well, and Knock's working beyond him. So as long as those pistol players go uncontested on the B site, I mean, there's definitely a chance for Knock and Rez to shut this down. But you'd think, of course, that the utility for the peaks, the top of the stairs, they shouldn't just be walking into this blind. Should be the counter-terrorists blind. Rez remains tucked. Tizian sees the scout, but do they know? They line up. Rez gets them. 4 kills. He's doing everything. And as Searson walks around this final corner, it could be Rez with the ace. No. Not today. Searson almost hits that flick. He's got the cover. He's got the second kill. Searson misses. ZTR doesn't. And the ninjas keep this going.
Yeah, I don't have enough adrenaline for all this action. That is so insane. You love to see how patient Rez is on that shooting. Almost, from his perspective, to watch the round fall apart right before his eyes as Searson puts up an insane counterattack here. The op shot to kill him, plus nearly grabbing two. It's just beautiful how he doesn't even turn that into a spray transfer. It's just two separate bursts. And they chuckle because of how close it comes. They've seen Searson win that a million times. They almost gave him enough space. And ZTR, you know, he'll take a breath of relief here as Ninjas stay alive.
And what's really fun about that round win is now the economic struggle shifts back the other way. It's big in an uncomfortable spot with Ninjas nipping at their heels, still just trailing by 2 rounds. It feels like they've always been there, kind of sprinkling in these sporadic round wins to stay on their trail. Timeouts being called, conversations being had, and the final buys coming through.
We've got the very clear top frag here from Searson at 26 and 15. And he'll keep the op into this round as well. Grab another one, I should say. And there's significant weapons here that is very, very scary for NiP. I think most of the important things do. NiP have everything they want. Or ZTR are going to have a concession. He hasn't spent the rest of his cash, but he's sitting on a deagle at the moment. Well, we're out into this round. Gun will be picked up. Falmus and an MP9. An impoverished T-side, but led by an op. And they go through with the boost at the beginning of the round. I don't know if it got spotted on the jump spot. They might have seen him up there. And Searson wouldn't have known. A chance. Oh, is it coming? Oh, wow.
Nah. They give it up.
Yeah, they're going to forfeit it. Heavy stack here from NiP inside the B site, waiting for the attack to come, which is inevitable. We see the train of T's start to pile into the station as they prepare the nades to come through with another potentially successful monster attack. This is what NiP are afraid of, and for good reason. Lobsky, he'll spot him. This activates them. They entry. It's Tabson up front.
And he's doing a great job. 23 kills after that one. Can't manage a second. Flopsky and Hompus able to stop that initial threat, stop that initial aggression. 45 seconds, they head back to spawn and look to go elsewhere. But now, unfortunately for Big, they're dealing with the same problem the Ninjas did. They've got no info as to whether this has been pushed, whether this has been prodded.
They got no grenades here to work with, 30 seconds left, and they make the Hail Mary rotation, which means they won't have time to play this carefully. They're throwing the running grenades here. They've just got to hope that NiP assume they're coming back.
And it's just Rez in the corner. Oh, he looks away from the flash, gets the crosshair back, double kill, and a third. Again, back-to-back impactful rounds from Rez.
He's been so reliable as the A player with whatever rifle that he has, whether it's the FAMAS, an MP9, an M4. And this got testy for a moment. That opening kill, and Zentaris, for the first time, you know, dies without an entry, getting into the B site. But Rez looks super sharp. NiP's hopes stay alive, and that's all of the money gone for Big. So now they have no choice but to save. Running through a molly here. Just an upgraded gun or two. And Rez up on 2 and off. Two off on A, actually.
Yeah, you're not getting by this, man. Not without flashbangs. Not without any firepower to bust back. They've also got this deep water control, so the snipers are going to be on high alert. Not to mention Hompus now just getting a little flirtatious with mid.
This might not be a situation where Big have enough to fortify themselves next round.
You know, you're getting cut down. No footing for Big here in the 28th round. That is the Ninjas tying this game at 14 rounds apiece.
Yeah, now it's we'll see what happens. I think it might be another freebie here with only the potential, realistically, for OT for Big.
Oh, they're buying.
But you never know. Are they going to...
Yeah, they're coming in hot.
Oh, okay. So they're just not using an op, but they have a rifle. They're low on grenades. Of course, on the T side, it's your round to play. So depending on how they started out, they might not need that many.
Boy.
If they're careful. But yeah, they are risking it now. And NiP are going for the opening pick at mid. They don't spot here Knock, but he does sense danger. He'll fall back. A smoke in the bathrooms to stop. And they got the early rotation. The 4 players stacked up over on B. Big have just decided to walk up. And listen, there are 2 ops in play. So this gets a little bit scary for the CTs if they give up too much control too quickly. And Execute could be very strong, and they've got the cover of bathrooms at the moment.
Oh, Keto. Oh, he just peeks and takes them both.
This one's for 15. There are 3 CTs on rotation, and it's no secret to Big that they're over at B. That's it. They literally just walked up and activated Keto. Just like Xantares coming out of Monster. It's Keto on the other side of the map. I mean, I didn't think it was going to be like that.
Oh, and he goes one better. Walks down Rex Hompus. They just disrespected every smoke grenade, every potential line of defense.
That was a really cool attack. I mean, from Big, like, NiP were just thinking about what's the next stage of the round. Big were already thinking about executing.
Wow.
Yeah, and the thing is that NiP didn't know that they invested into that. They didn't know until it was too late. Goddamn, Keto.
Yo, he's had enough. 4 kills with the AK. Walks in, just dumps him out. Rez thinking he had that deeper angle. Dude, it's just perfect peak, perfect timing.
Sliced up.
Came with a flash, I believe, but not even needed.
Yeah, they threw that early. The whole setup is rocked, and they just forfeit so much control. It's not even time to rotate. That's it.
Oh.
Oof.
That is a tough pill to swallow. Ninjas, they have just kept themselves in this CT side. They finally stringed together more than 1 round by winning 3 in a row to take them to 14, and then Big bite back. Keto kicking this one off with another headshot as he punishes that long peek, as he takes the man advantage, and Big Clan, they are just 4 kills away from a 2-0 revenge match and a top spot in Group A.
Oh, and they don't make a noise to the flash. They try to bait that attention out. And Xantares will start to run up. The Monster.
He's still on barrels. Comes wide. Denied by Tapson, Searson, and Xantares with more kills. And sure enough, the B site has fallen. And while Naka showed us some nice opping, man, he's going to walk right into his death. Searson closes, and Big. That sweet, sweet taste of revenge here on Overpass. It was looking like another OT needed. They go for the audacious buy. No op versus the 2 snipers. And they just mauled them on the A site.
That was really interesting to watch from a number of angles, okay? NiP put up a strong defense, but Big, I mean, they look good from the calling perspective. They're doing unique stuff. Xantares is hitting hot. Searson's hitting hot. Keto is hitting hot when they need him. That is pretty insane. I mean, first Vertigo, but then